everybody? Good to see you tonight. Now, last night, I've been getting emails and comments all day because people thought I either got hacked or they thought I got shut down or something because my video went down. I just want to tell you guys, none of that happened. I almost kind of want to say I apologize for, I don't apologize for what I said. I apologize for the way I said it. Let me clear that up, okay? I apologize for the way I said what I said in that video. I meant what I said though. So I decided to take it down immediately because it instantly became like ultra controversial. And you know what? That's why I don't talk about politics. That's why I do not talk about religion. I don't even like touching on it sometimes because of that fact right there. Because I promise you, family, when you start talking about controversial subjects, if you start talking about especially politics and religion, every nut job on the planet comes out with their own opinion of what you should be believing in. I took that down just because it just got so ridiculous. The comment section, I don't know if you guys got a chance to see the comment section. The comment section just got dumb fast. So I took the video down. How you doing, Miss B's Homestead? VT boys, how you doing? So I thought about putting the video back up. Hey, Miss Christy Love. I thought about putting the video back up, but it was just like a feeding ground for lunatics. And I was just like, you know what? That's the part nobody got. I mean, a lot of people didn't get the message. They just wanted to waddle in the mess. And I said, you know what? It's not even worth it. It's not, I don't care how many views it got. It just wasn't worth it. Sometimes your message can be misconstrued as well. And even though there was a good message in there, sometimes it could just go left. So I just kind of just got rid of it. Hey, Aunt 4 Barbecue. Hey, Charissa Wilson. All right, I'm going to touch on some subjects that I did speak. Right, people no longer respect each other. Listen, amen to that. The respect level is out the window. And everybody got their, what people don't respect is you have a opinion, you have a thought, you have the way you do things, you have a way you worship, you have a way you, but nobody wants to respect yours. So that's where I think we always go wrong. We always, if you don't like this food I'm eating, then you get mad at me. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird this way. I don't know what this world is coming to, but it's not cool. So hey, Dominic, let me see. Yeah, exactly. What you gonna do? But I didn't want, hey, Mississippi Girl Garden Mom Life. Oh, you changed it. You changed it up a little bit. All right. Hey, more backyard gardens. Hey, more backyard gardens. Hey, Game Nerd Mom. Shirley Weems. Myra McLean. Garden with Eve. Octavia Crawford. You emailed me, didn't you? I saw you. I think I saw your name. I could be wrong. Bougie Prepper, Alpha Hoss, Grown with Hudson, Atmosphere. How y'all doing? I wanted to touch on a few things that I touched on last night. Then I'm going to just get out of here. I'm not going to talk about what's going on. What I'm going to talk about is I want you guys to do me a favor and grow. What's up, Turf? Yo, Turf. I want y'all to grow as much food as you possibly can. If you don't know how to grow food, please email me. If you do not know what you're doing, you don't know what to start first, you don't have a freaking clue, email me tonight, please. Please. Because, oh, I almost went there again. Please. It's important right now that we all should be growing some food. If you don't know what you're doing and you just like to watch, maybe you should try. Maybe you should give this a shot. So with that being said, last night I touched on a subject of, even though I got a big garden over here and I was letting my big garden over here rest, I'm opening up my big garden. So I'm gonna have 2 big gardens going. Plus I started, all right, Bert Richardson, what's going up, man? Yeah, I kind of got some rest. And I started a full-fledged whole nother container garden, not just on my patio. I extended it down past the greenhouse, around the beehives, everything. Hey, Tanya Lawton, how you doing? I think you should, I think you got to try to grow some food. If you don't have any kind of way to store water, and everybody keep coming up with all these weird, strong ways to store water, listen, you can go and get you a 30-gallon trash can anywhere. Just saying, anything will help, anything. You know, two 30-gallon trash cans cost like 13 bucks a piece, somewhere around there. Go grab a couple trash cans and just keep switching the water out or something. Just get your water game tightened up. Go find you some filtration devices. And Game Nerd Mom say I store water exactly like that. Exactly. You don't gotta buy no 300, 400-gallon totes. I had them. They're cumbersome and they're big and they take up a lot of space. There's other ways to do it. I got these 55-gallon drum pickle buckets. They work wonderful, and you can look out. I can look outside my yard, and I got just as much water stored up as I did in those totes, and you can't even see it. No big, gigantic white Rubik's Cube sitting in the middle of my yard nowhere. So, hey, there you go, Eco, man. Man, I loved your live, man. I enjoyed myself. Said my trash can froze and busted during winter month. They like 13 bucks. I mean, you can even put them in 5-gallon buckets, and you know what I'm saying. Say, hey, I'm growing loofah plants for the first time. That is wonderful. That's actually something wonderful to grow. Homestead Heart grows a lot of loofah too. So just bought some starts because I couldn't get started. Let me tell you something. See, I planted my starts. I would take you outside, but the frogs is out. All them starts I showed y'all from last night, I woke up first thing this morning and planted them. I've been going through things, so I've been trying to do things to take my mind off of things. So I woke up at dawn and planted as many tomatoes as I could find. All my peppers. I separated a bunch of peppers. Man, damn it. We going outside. Let me make sure I can find my shoes. We going outside. I thought I was gonna try to be in here, but I just got too much to show you. I just wish it wasn't so dark. Cause I want to show you you can do it. I promise you. And I would have some tape on the bottom of my shoe, like a bum. He's a bum rock. Hey, you know, he called me a bum. Look, I'm going to show you 2 things. This is what I was trying to show y'all last night. I started my 5-gallon container garden all over again like I did the last couple years. I just went back hard with it. Planted more stuff. I got starts in some of them, and some of them I overwintered. I overwintered my jalapeno peppers from last winter. Look how thick the stalk is on that. See what I'm saying? Put it in the greenhouse, and I just brought them back out, and they just busted out with all kind of fruit. So what I'm trying to tell you is, off. There we go. My bad. My bad. You see my coneflowers, my echinacea. My bad, y'all. I a little too happy. But what I wanted to show you was off of those pepper plants, I let the fruit just drop in the bottom of the bucket. And I left them there. And all of the seeds from all of that rotten fruit grew. And I ended up planting, let me get out the way of the Wi-Fi, one of the babies that I just yanked out the pot. I had about 6 of them growing out of this pot. Here's one of the babies, and it start fruiting already. So I put it in this pot. Let's go head back in the house. And this is all of the ones, the other little ones that I pulled off of that same plant. That little one in the cup, here's one in the pot, and all 3 of those in the pot. I'm telling you, I ain't gonna lie to you. Let's get back in here because I don't want the Wi-Fi to chop off again. Like Eco was saying, we're gonna try something different. And I don't want to be on here all day either. But I wanted to show you guys that, because if you already have a garden, do what you have to do to grow more food. Now, I was watching Eco Neighbors live just a few minutes ago, actually. Just a few minutes ago. And somebody in the live said things that they don't grow. And Eco was talking about us experimenting. I purchased mangoes that I know cannot grow in my area whatsoever, but I'm gonna do everything in my power to try to get it to grow. So I'm trying growing from seed and growing grafted plants, everything I can do. So here's the deal. One thing that we always leave out: do you have pets? Do you have livestock? See, some of the stuff we're growing is not just for experiment. The title of this live is growing food that you don't eat. I don't eat squash. I don't eat eggplant. Not that I don't like it, I'm not sure how to cook it, and I don't want it to go to waste. But my chickens love squash. My chickens love eggplant. So I grow eggplant and I grow squash. I have no intentions on eating it. Now, the acorn squash I do, but the rest of them yellow long neck, we have to remember one other thing too. If something pop off out here, are you growing enough food for your pets, or are you growing enough food for your livestock? How many people own livestock? Whether it's sheep, goats, chickens, livestock, not pets. What can you grow that dog would? What can you grow that the dog would feed that? I don't know what that meant. That the dog would feed that. Food for dogs. I don't have a dog, but you need to start looking into the ingredients in dog food, or your dog's health. That's something that you should know. I don't own a dog. I've never owned a dog. See, people in here with dogs can tell you. They say dogs love pumpkins. What do I know? But that's something that you need to look into, because if something pop off, you're not going to be the only ones hungry, and you're not going to, your pets and your livestock need to eat too. Right. Watermelon, everything loves watermelon. right? But it's certain foods out there that your pet can't eat. It's a lot of things that dogs can't eat. Now, I do know that. I got a lot of friends, almost everybody I know got a dog except for me. And I do know it's certain things that a dog cannot eat. So when you're growing food, you might want to start thinking of not just for you, not just for your kids, but what is it, rice? See, I knew it was something. Not just for you, not just for your kids, but you also want to start thinking about growing food for your pets. A cat. I have no idea. Dogs can eat squash, pumpkins, beans, watermelon. Well, yeah, okay. No seasonings. Hello, I don't have a dog either. Grammy, y'all, so we won't have to really worry about it, but I do have chickens. And the thing about that's great about chickens, because they eat bugs and stuff out in the yard. You really don't have to feed chickens anything. When you throw them an apple, or you throw them a peach, or you throw them a watermelon rind or something, they're in heaven. You don't really have to do a whole bunch for chickens at all. So most animals don't need seasonings. Seasons? I think you mean seasonings. My dog eats carrots and beets. So cats eat birds. Well, see, chicken. Raise chickens. I keep telling people, raise your chickens. Cats must have meat. See, that's something I'm not even going to comment on that because I don't know. I don't know. My dogs are a precious. The precious. The dogs is the precious. Oh, the precious. What are some things chickens can't eat? Chickens will eat absolutely anything. Chickens will eat each other. There is nothing a chicken won't eat. I kid you not. Chickens will and can eat anything. They are like little garbage cans. They almost are kind of like pigs. Chickens need variety and apple cider vinegar to keep healthy. Chickens love elderberries. It's a bad year for ticks to get me chickens. Nope, that's when you use diatomaceous earth. Diatomaceous earth kills all of that stuff. And you want to know something about ticks? Chickens eat the ticks. Chickens eat the ticks in the yard. The chickens eat the ticks and the fleas in the yard that's going to get you and the chicken. So they start pecking on each other. They clean themselves. I promise you, look into it. It'll blow your mind. Let me see. Cats and dogs are meant to be carnivores. I wouldn't know. Do you eat the chickens? Depends on what you mean. I haven't tried many veggies, but I'm growing everything that will sprout. Don't know what you like till you try it. There you go. You got to try something. Yeah, cats and chickens are self-feeding and to some extent. Amen. Because they forage. You set a cat loose, a cat is going to eat. That's why you would let your cat go. Your cat would be gone for 3 weeks and come back fat, pregnant, full. You ain't had to feed nobody cat. Deep fried. Okay, I missed something. Any other eggs saving methods? No, I don't know. All right, Ession Family Garden. What's going on, man? It's good to see you. Nina Vance, I'm so glad I found your videos. Been making moves ever since. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So all I wanted to do was get in here and just remind you guys, please plant your food. Get your food popping. I don't care if you grow from seed. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you go buy starts. I'm going to keep it real with you. If you don't know what you're doing, I say just go get some starts. I'm not going to lie. That ego crap is gone. And like I was saying last night, I don't think we have a whole bunch of time to be fooling around trying to figure things out. I think from here on out, for the people that's new to gardening, I say just do your on the job training. When I say on the job training, what I mean is, let me scoot back some. What I mean is get some starts and pamper it, baby it. Cause man, everybody can't grow from seed right out the back. But once you grow that first start, then go plant you a seed and then kind of monitor the seedling so you can see how this really is supposed to take place. But right now, you just really need to know how to take care of the plant. Learn how to take care of the plant while it's growing, getting you some fruit while the seed is growing. So I say on the job training. That boy always cooking something when I'm on the video. I'm telling you, 3 more years, out of here. 3 more years, you in a tent. Which one you want? I got 4 tents out there. You can even have a family tent. What is it, like 8-room tent? You can have it. Out of here, buddy. You can have that air fryer too. Take that with you in the tent and a jackery. So make sure you grow something. Just try to grow anything right now. Anything. Is anybody got any? No, I'm gonna mess with him till he gone. Yes, he know I'll be his brother. Your brother slept in a tent, didn't he? Put him in a shed, like Carl on Sling Blade. I said, boy, he's got to go. So yeah. Listen. When your kids start eating like grown-ups, it's time for them to start doing grown-up stuff, like getting the heck out. Plain and simple. Yeah. What's too late to plant? It depends on your area. That's research that you will have to do for whatever kind of food you plan on growing and what area you are in. If you go to the store and you start seeing some plants, number one, if you see seeds, read the back of the package. It's going to tell you when you should be planting it for your area. If you are growing starts and they got starts out there at your store or wherever, that pretty much means, yeah, it's about time for you to start growing in your area. How often can I put coffee grounds around my blueberries? I put mine on there whenever. However much you can get. There is no measurement for that. Can't get them boys too comfortable. I keep telling, look. I keep telling her that. Stop making him comfortable. You know what I'm saying? He talking about some, yeah, Dad, I think I need a bigger bed. Because he tall now, right? He taller than me. Think I need a longer bed, Dad. No, you ain't getting no longer bed. You keep on, you lucky you ain't still sleeping in that little race car bed. You sleeping in a twin bed. You lucky you still ain't got that race car bed and that Mario and Luigi covers. Because I don't want you comfortable up in here. I think I need a chair to go in here and a desk. No, you don't. You go down to the kitchen table. I don't want you comfortable, man. This chair hurt, Dad. I know, but that's your chair. On purpose. No, you kind of keep confining they space to you. They like a pimple, right? Your kids is like a pimple. You keep on squeezing them till that pop out of here. Pop your tail out of here, Jack. Get out. I'm not one of them parents that want to sit there and keep my kids under the wing and just, oh, I'm going to miss you. I'm not that kind of parent. I love my kids to death, but I also want them to stand on their own 2 feet. All of that baby and stuff, that's not me. I know you can say what you want to, but I promise you, yeah, the more you keep babying them, the more you keep stroking them, the harder it is to get them suckers out. I ain't gonna talk about that news report or what that one dude did to his mama because she told him you too old to live here. Y'all seen that report? Don't say it, but you seen the report. Okay. She ain't around no more. Just saying. She should have been making it known. Like, you know, how old are you? 12? Okay, you looking at the clock. Okay, you 12 now. That's what I do. Every year they be like, oh, happy birthday. I be like, happy birthday. You got 2 more years left. To unless something special happen, you know. Uh, that's fight got to be them fly. I missed something. My sons have been gone for 20 plus years now. They're on their own. On my own. This wasn't how it was supposed to be. Shit. Bye. Gotta go. I love my daughter, my princess. That's my only daughter, my baby girl. Can't sit here. You gotta go. How you doing, Andale Homestead? Lead Farmer, what all do you run in your RV with the EB150? Absolutely everything except the air conditioning. Everything. When I say everything, I mean everything. The water pumps, the refrigerator, the freezer, the propane tank, the lights, the TVs, everything. Let me see. Girls always go. You know, I didn't have to make my baby girl leave. She was ready. It's these boys, man. It's these boys. You know, I love them. But you know what? And I'm going to touch on that. I know this is a whole nother subject. But listen, you wonder why some of these boys be so sensitive. So sensitive and always crying and can't have their way, so they do something stupid, end up in prison. Because we keep on keeping them all up under our wing and stroking their little hair. Man, this a man. Let that, you got some stuff. Dad, can I have this apple? Nope. It could be 400 apples on the counter. Can I have an apple? No. But it's 400 apples. No, it's not. It's 400 of my apples. See, it's a difference. That's my dad hit me with that one. No, it's not 400 apples on the counter. It's 400 of my apples. You don't have any. So do your math again. But I just can't have one. If you don't leave, man, something about to go. Because somebody need to call the police. Telling you, you make things a little uncomfortable. Man, don't come in here. You need a job. You need to be working. Now, if you put some money on the table, boom, here go 20. Can I get 2 of them apples? Man, you can get 4 of them. It's a time, man. You got to start training them up to pay some bills up in this mug. Because guess what? When they go out there, they don't have a clue what to do. Because inside your house, they've been just opening the refrigerator, eating food, cutting the light switch on, leaving on the lights. They don't care about none of that. They ain't got no bills to pay. In this mama jamma, you got to pay. Dad, can I get this last Pepsi? Yep, give me $4. $4? I can get 2 whole 12 packs for that. Well, that's what you need to go do. See, I like the way you think. You doing some economical budgeting. So go do that. But I gotta walk. I didn't tell you how you got to get there. You ain't got to get nothing. It's a whole heap of water over there. So I'm telling you, you gotta prepare them for that outside world right here. Because if you don't tell them no, and it's gonna be okay. If you keep doing that to a young man, when he get out there and his boss tell him, no, you have to work over. I quit. Then he broke. Then he coming to stay back with you. No. 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 I don't went all off in childhood with that one. I'm sorry, I'm all off topic, but that's nothing new here, right? I graduated in June of 90 and was in the Army by August 90. Listen, when I graduated, I had my own car, my own motorcycle, and my own house. True story. Let me see. I have a rule. Once they move out and fail, you can move back home. But if you leave again, ain't no. Now, no. See, I don't tell them that. Shh. Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Nikki Tobin. Don't say that out loud, cause they reads our stuff. Now they got a couple of lives left. You know, it's like the video game. I give them a couple of lives, but I don't tell them. It's just like the video game. When you think your game is over and oh, I didn't know I had a little bit of energy left. Then I give them another man, you know, and let them come on, move back in. But that's between us. We parents, so they don't need to hear none of this. Okay? They don't need to hear that. I don't tell them nothing. So, I don't tell them. She tell them. And I'll be like, don't be discussing this stuff in front of them. You should let your baby move back in. He ain't got nowhere to go. Don't be putting me on the spot. Because I'm going to say no in front of you and him. Here she comes. Oh, that's him. You got my rent? So, Led, does your size RV require a CDL? No. No RV does unless you have if you have air brakes and you have all the other stuff that you need a CDL for. No. You don't need a special license for an RV. See, I can't talk about the lifeline yet. He down here. Okay, in our home, we had lots of fruit. My father and I were parents in plumbing and heating business. One of our customers owned a fruit farm. I hope you got some of them fruit. Yeah, you hear them footsteps. Hey, man, what you doing? See, I'm on a video, man. See, once they start, what you doing? Sure doing a lot of walk around here if somebody ain't paying no rent. Let me see. Hey, Andrew Hess. Say, hey, Led. What do you recommend to restore nutrients after a long stretch of rain? It depends on what kind of plant you're talking about. Or you can say, get out of here. Okay. I'm gonna leave my baby boy alone. I love you though, you know that. Yeah, I love you, but boy, you got to go. Remember, that ain't got nothing to do with how much I love you. Okay? I'm gonna give you send you up with. Remember on cartoons they used to give, they about to run away, they get that little stick with a little polka dot bag on the stick. Give you some sardines, that polka dot bag on a stick. Okay. Yeah, it ain't tough love. That's good. That's real love. Ain't had nobody lurking around here in the middle of the night. Look here, you have too many grown. You ain't supposed to have too many grown folks in the house. It's too many opinions. It's too many different opinions. Once they start having opinions, you also you got to kick in on this rent. You got to kick in. You start telling me, well, I don't think we should paint the walls this color. You don't. What color do you think you should paint it in? Yes, times have changed, Liz. We can't let them out too soon. No, it ain't. No, times ain't changed that much. Times ain't changed that much. You can't let them out too soon. Psh, no. Our job now, as times is changing, is to train them up right. They ain't gonna like everything. He don't like everything I got to tell him. Just look how long-winded I am on here. Can you imagine living with me? You know, I talk his ear off till he ready to go. I'm gonna talk to him until he just scream and run out the front door. No, you got to prepare them for this world. This world is crazy, and we have to prepare them for that world. That don't mean keep them longer. That's what's wrong with them. So I don't think he's ready for that. I don't think he's ready to deal with a police altercation. I don't think he's ready to deal with finances. I don't think if we keep on trying to live for our kids, they're going to end up a bunch of, look, they ain't going to end up done. Look around us right now. Look at how they is these days. They think somebody owe them everything. They think everything is supposed to be push button and given to them. So when they can't get their way and things don't go their way, they give up, they quit, they do something stupid and end up in trouble. All that cuddling up on babies and kids. When they babies, man, that's what we supposed to do. We supposed to nurture them and love them and show them affection. But as they get older, you supposed to draw back and kick them mugs out the, you know what? These days it's still crazy, but them birds still kick their babies out that nest. I done seen a couple of them take their beak and push that baby bird out that nest. Right out here. That one baby still hanging on, and he got his little wings up, but he like, no. His brother and sister done left, but he like, that mama, Joe, get out of here with all that. Telling you, I'm not keeping them around. They got to go. You help them out there now. Now, once they out there, we help them navigate the world out there. We tried to train them. This was boot camp. This was basic training in your household. This is basic training. Once they go out there, it's on the job training, and you got to help them navigate through that while they're out there. But don't keep them in here, because they think the world is supposed to always have some Pop-Tarts ready for them, hot and warm. And they think the world is always going to make their bed for them and give them food and water and light and shelter and warmth. No, no. Frugal Nurse Home said, I had my own apartment and was working at 17. Me too. Me too. I went to school, and after I got out of school, I went to work. And after I got out of work, I came home, went to bed, and woke up and went to school. And paid my bills by my doggone self. I worked at a BP gas station and Kentucky Fried Chicken. But back then, gas was what, like 75 cents, 99 cents a gallon too. Jose said, I didn't have a father growing up to teach me. You had some elders though around you though. I'm sure, because you here right now, and you must be doing well. You got to be doing okay. Somebody helped you out. A lot of people ain't had no father. A lot of people. And you know what? I know a lot of people that didn't have no parents. And they pulled it off. Modern young men have zero real men role models. Most older guys aren't real men around us. Amen to that. Amen to that. Let me see. My oldest called me when she was a couple hours away in college and told me I had 2 weeks to come visit because she was moving 3 states away. She's been gone for 3 years now. You know what? Listen. I don't know whether that was supposed to be a sad comment, or I don't know how I'm supposed to take that. But see, I look at that as success. I don't, you know what? I'm just I'm a different kind of guy. I'm 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 adventurous. I don't want my kids to sit in one spot their whole life. I do want them to go see the world. I miss them like crazy. I check in on my daughter and my son all the time. I miss them like crazy. But I don't want them sitting stagnant. Because you know what? This was always my point about that. That's where hatred comes from. That's where divide comes from. That's where racism comes from. Ignorance. And when you sit in one spot, you just like in this house, like I told you earlier, when you sit in one spot, you think that the whole world operates like this. When you a kid and you go over your best friend's house and you spend the night, and the weird food that they eat and the way they have to sit at the table and they have to say a certain kind of prayer and they all got a dope handshake together, you looking at them like, what the hell is going on? Then everybody, the whole family gets together and washes the dishes together. You like, what? So you mean to tell me y'all don't got a dish turn in here? It's like y'all don't take turns? Because in my house, we take turns. You experience things as a kid with every friend house you sleep over, right? Same thing out here, man. I want them to experience a lot of different things so they don't think, you get out of this house, you don't think that everything and all the rules is my rules and how I run my household. Everything is different. So when my son moved away, and I miss him, and he's 2 hours away. But, man, I just want you to be safe and live your life, and you start your own family, start your own world. You don't need to come visit me every single day. So I look at your story, ma'am, as a success story. You could have one of them kids don't never want to leave. Can you watch little Ray Ray? I'm about to go over, what's the name of them house real quick. He ain't got no diapers. Don't you got some spare ones that I left here last time? You ain't leave no diapers here last time. Well, can you get some? I gotta go. I'll be back. Before you can even say yeah or hell no, you got a 3-year-old snotty nosed baby sitting on your lap. You love them to death. Ain't got no diapers. Got on a diaper right now that's leaking on your leg, and you got a daughter that went off into the wild blue yonder with a dude that you can't quite pronounce his name nor spell it. I'd rather have my daughter being successful, and look, she's able to move. She's able to make moves. Man, that's a success story, if you ask me. Let me see. Partha Harris, autistic is a different one. They may be with you for that. We ain't talking about nope, don't hit me with that. We're not talking about if your child has to stay with you. That's not what I'm talking about, y'all. If you know good and well your child has a disability, now come on now, be for real. You know your child gonna have to stay with you. You know your child needs extra help. I'm talking about kids that can stand on their own 2 feet, that the parent don't want to let go, because, man, you know what I mean. I ain't even going to get all that deep into the junk, but you dig it. Said Diane, another thing, work with him as much as you can every day in life skills, because they go to school. They don't show them nothing. They show don't. Now, I ain't gonna call them just regular children. I'm just saying, you know good and well if your son or your daughter needs some extra help. I ain't talking about you just got some lazy ass kids. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, and you know what? Parents do have a hard time letting go. They do. And I can't blame it on just the kids, because us parents, we terrible, man. Terrible. Terrible. We overstep. Right. Somebody said no life skills, no social skills, no communication skills. But they demand respect all the time. Now we can't keep raising them like that. I'm agreeing with you. This whole subject is off, ain't it? Ain't got nothing to do with growing your food. It said lazy makes me mad. Ooh. I got you. Who just said? Oh, I can say. Make sure your children know how to pay taxes, budget, and saving money. That's stuff that they don't even. Let me see something here. What was that? Stop shortchanging autistic kids. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Aisha Watkins. Give me a break. If look, it's people like that come in here and they just think. Look, sniper. I'm telling you, it's people like that just want something to say. Those are the people that don't understand what I'm trying to say. You know good and well I ain't talking about nobody with special needs. You know good and well. You just want to come in here just to tell everybody your kid got special needs so we can give you some attention and say aw to you. That ain't got nothing to do with that. You know good and well. You the one is trying to get the sympathy for your child, not the child, you, because you came in here and made a fool of yourself and got exited stage left. You came in here want somebody to pat you on your back because you want some attention. That's sad. You should be shaming yourself. You talking about us. You should be shaming yourself, because I bet you every chance you get, you tell somebody, you know my son is autistic, because you want the pat on the back. Not you don't want sympathy for your child or special needs for your child. You want special needs for yourself. It's so many of people like that all the time. I kid you not. And I'm saying this because you should be shaming yourself for doing what you just did, and everybody in this whole room know exactly what I was talking about. I'm talking about lazy kids. I didn't say nothing about children with special needs. Nothing. Folks like you is the ones that want the attention and the sympathy. You don't even want it for your child, because you just came in here with 600 people in the room just to make a scene about something that ain't nobody talking about. So, this whole thing went off the rails fast, didn't it? I thought I was talking about growing food that we don't eat for our pets and livestock. See what you did? See, you already causing trouble in the household. 3 more years. 3 more years. 3 more years. I know, but what you want to know, Andrew Hess? Can we talk about container citrus? What you want to talk about? You got the floor. Nutrients have been washed out of this week. Okay, what kind of nutrients? What kind of citrus? When you say nutrients, what do you mean? Be more specific. Because the kind of question that you asking about nutrients leaching out of citrus trees is vast. And you asking it in a live video. Say Meyer lemon, Miwa, and Satsuma. Those are 3 different kinds. So which one is leaching out what kind of nutrient? See what I'm saying? I can't answer that right here, right now. Email me that, bruh. Just email me. Email me that. You know I can't answer that, Andrew. Come on, man. Come on, brother. Don't sleep on growing beans from the grocery store. Just planted my whole fence line. All right now. Fence beans. Does anyone have any tips on transplanting sugar baby melon plant that already flowered into a bigger pot? You growing them in pots? I'm going to be honest. I'm going to give you something personal with that I just told Lady Led. I really never have any success trying to transplant a watermelon. Once watermelons start doing their thing, you kind of want to leave them alone. Leave them in their spot. That's just me, though. Every time I try to transplant a watermelon, it go down the tubes. Led, my Meyer. Thank you, Fab. Fab Kitty. My Meyer lemon tree came back to life, just like you said. Thank you. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. It ain't that hard to do. Your next video, I want to see you grilling up some kebabs full of vegetables, garden, some chicken and barbecue potatoes. Damn, average. You want to come over here and help flip some of that stuff on the grill? Quincy Colbert said, my peach tree leaves are turning yellow. I think the weather stunted it when we had a cold spell. Yes, that's what happened. And you're probably getting way too much water too. And like Andrew is rinsing all the nutrients out of the bottom of the container, if you got them in containers. You're going to do some prepping video. You know, I want to do more prepping videos. I do. But I'm to a point where, how can I put it? I want to do more prepping videos. But it's just so much to show you, and it's so much to tell, and it's so much detail that, and most people just want to watch it just for show. They don't want to actually do it. It's a lot of people just want to watch it. And the other thing is, I don't want to show all of my stuff. When I show stuff, it's only a few things I got. I don't want to show everything I got. And some of this stuff, you really have to really do your own research, and you really have to do your own reading, and you also have to know what's good for you and your family. What does your family need? So I can show you what I prep all day. That might not be nothing that you need. How bad are cicadas where you are? We haven't had any at all yet. The women with the rhubarb. I missed something. Ever since you did the Go Power Plus, everybody jacked up on the prices and digging and found one for 70. Oh, you know what? Stop. Okay, we're going to go ahead and switch gears. Look, we're going to switch gears. We're going to switch gears. This is like just a gumbo video. I'm going to just change the name to gumbo video. God. Gumbo. Family, I got an email today. About 2 hours ago. 2 or 3 hours ago. Somebody said they found the Go Power Plus. I got mine charging everything right here. Here's one of my other ones. It's charging everything. Here's another one. I know, I'm tripping, Carolina Gardner. Listen, this the gumbo video. Listen to me close. I don't know what everybody is thinking about. This is not a unicorn. This is not going to give you 3 wishes when you rub it. A genie is not going to pop out of this and grant you 3 wishes. It's not going to happen. And I'm getting that. I'm getting a lot of that. And I don't want you to do that. Before you go purchasing this for over $100, like somebody was about to do today, and normally I've been like, listen, it's on you. You do what you want to do. I had to step in. I said, don't do that. If you watching me right now, you know, I said, please don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? Remember, I got this for $40. That's a steal. $50 a steal. $60, I'm doing all right. 70, 80, 90, it's starting to get stupid. Listen, family, I'm going to show you. People is buying this now up to $120. Do you hear me? The price went up on these. Just because you see that video and see me with them, don't. I'm about to show you right now. Let's cut the crap. We're going to gumbo video. Gumbo. This is gumbo. Don't. I need y'all to use your head. Now, I'm going to go into Amazon real quick. I'm going to show you something. Just so you know what we're dealing with. Okay, this is a Go Power Plus. It's 100 watts. Okay, hold on. I just want to show you so you can use your head. And I'm only going to pick one brand. One brand. This is so many. You just got to go and do your own research. Now, look at this, okay? All right, look at this. This is a Jackery 160. It's $139 with $15 off and free shipping. That's a Jackery. That's almost 200 watts. A Jackery. That you won't have problems plugging into a higher voltage, higher watt solar panel. Okay? And then the other thing is, I keep hearing people say, that thing won't power anything. That means it's not for you. This is for people that needed 100 watts and no money. Use your head. I need you to shop around. Everybody on that impulse buying, like, oh, I seen a video, it went viral. This thing must be junk. And then they buy it and didn't ask nobody nothing. They don't know nothing about them. And even I'm getting tons of emails with people like, okay, so now what do I do with it? I don't know. I know what I do with mine. I can't tell you what to do with yours. Say I recently got the Jackery 160 for $99 because it was on sale. See what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. This thing is the bomb. When it was $40, this was the bomb. When it was $60. But after that, I was like, man, you need to start searching. You know, you need to start looking into other things. Stop, see, Go Power Plus on Amazon. Stop that. Stop it. Because that thing is going to be around the same price. If you throw another $20 on it, you will have something super quality and super name brand that's universal with all this different high standard gear that you really want and you really need. Things that can link into other things like this. You can use the same panels on that as you can on that. I'm just saying, don't get me wrong, y'all. Look, I got 2 units in back of me, but I'm using this. That tells you something. That tells you this ain't no joke. But at the same time, use your head. And somebody just said the EcoFlow is at Costco, was on sale. I don't know much about the EcoFlow. I think it's pretty good, but I haven't done much research on it. Let me see. The last 2 days I've been procrastinating between the Jackery 1500 and the Blue Eddy 1500. Still researching. Future layers. Future layers. Like I said, we switching gears. And normally I let people make their own decision because that's your own business. I'm going to make the decision for you. And I'm about to tell you why. I did a whole video today and I didn't release it. I just recorded it and I probably never upload it. But I'm going to tell you what I did the video on. I did the video on this Jackery versus this Blue Eddy. I like the Jackery. It's stuff I like about it and it's stuff I like about the Blue Eddy. Okay? The Jackery is one of the slowest charging animals in the world. You can only get so many watts and so many amps and so many volts in it. It don't matter how many panels you got. I had 6 panels on the Blue Eddy because it can take 500 input watts and I can charge it in no time flat. Because all day, and I got it recorded, I was bringing in 300 and 400 watts all day. And it's plugged into 2 refrigerators, my iPhone, everything else. Go with the Blue Eddy, you won't be sorry. The Jackery is the bomb. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's the bomb. But if you're looking for fast charging, you don't think you want fast charging until you get a solar generator. Once you get one, you're going to want fast charging. Not nothing crazy, but you ain't gonna want to be waiting for 3 days for your generator to charge. I promise you that. And you can just keep adding panels onto this all the way up to 500 watts. Let me see. When you had the video showing the items that could be powered, I wanted you to show electric hair clippers, but thank you for all. They do all work with hair clippers. Matter of fact, just for you, who just said that? Just for you, Richard Dixon, just for you, bro. You will never find a love like this. Someone to hold you the way that I do. Everything here charges my Andis. Everything runs. Oh, don't love, baby. No one else. No one else. You'll never find. I'm gonna even tell you how many watts it's only pulling 13 watts. So this is for you. You're gonna miss my loving. You're gonna miss my loving. You're gonna miss my love. You're gonna miss my love. That's only using 13 watts. So if that's only using 13 watts, that's telling me that I could probably, let's see here, I don't want to get all rambunctious. You're gonna miss my loving. You're gonna miss my loving. You're gonna miss my love. You're gonna miss my love. You'll never find. There you go, bruh. That's just for you. I had to go in my clipper bag just so I could show you. It's only pulling 13 watts. You can even use the doggone Go Power Plus all day with this. If it's only pulling 13 watts, this is 100 watts. So you could use this for some hours. Okay? The 500 for days. You could cut all day. You ain't got enough space in your booth, or you got one of them kind of booths like in your basement, if you know what I'm saying, we ain't gonna talk about it because I know what you're talking about. If you got one of them kind of booths and the plug is like always hooked to the dryer, you know what to do, okay? So there you go. I would go with the Blue Eddy just because you can. It got a faster charging. I bought the kilowatt meter. It really. Hey, New Orleans Gardener, you had me about to cry the other day. You were singing so good, man. You were singing. Let me see. Yes. What was that? Got those Andes Master. You know it. I ain't gonna talk about my pastime now. You know I got. I ain't gonna get into it. Bet that will power my air fryer. I just used the air fryer with the Blue Eddy in that video. Let me see. So yes, I don't even know what brand it is, but yes, it works on the air fryer. All right, so I would get this. Try an EcoFlow lid. I'm going to give it a shot because I keep hearing about them. I am going to give it a shot. I mean it. EcoFlow, the one at Costco. I was listening to Ask Ivy. He was talking about the EcoFlow River is on sale at Costco for around $4-ish something. I am going to look into it because I'm gonna tell you this. And I'm going to touch on this. I shouldn't touch on it. Matter of fact, I'm not going to touch on it in this. These are not just toys. You can take them to the park. What model is the Blue Eddy? I got the 1500. Can it power a microwave? Depending on how big your microwave is. Depending on how many watts that it uses. It powers my microwave in my RV and in my house. I got fairly smaller microwave. What about a refrigerator? Yep. The Jackery 500, I just released a whole video showing you the Jackery 500 running my house refrigerator. Let me see. That refrigerator right there. I just released a whole video showing you that with the kilowatt meter. Check your watts on your CPAP. Kilowatt tells you right. The kilowatt, let me pull out my solar box. This is my mobile solar box. My other solar box is in the garage for my house setup. Let me see. This is what you need. That's going to tell you everything. That's going to tell you everything. Not a mini fridge. No. That's a full-size refrigerator. And I'm going to tell you right now, my refrigerator, and I checked it through this. Go look at my video. I just released it like last week. This refrigerator pulls when the compressor's on 120 watts. So you got to do the math. If you got a 500 watt hour generator, you know you got like 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours to run that. That's why that's done. But I got a solution for you, okay? I'm going to touch on something for you. It's going to be a video. I'm not going to go live because I need to be serious about it, and y'all be throwing me off like the lady who talked about her kid and throwing them under the bus and stuff. So, I'm going to do a video on that. Let me see. Maria Harris. My son is autistic and he can be lazy. He's highly functional. Best believe it. Do so much. He garden, help, compost, different many things. Oh, that's wonderful. Will solar panels charge inside my apartment window? I don't know. I don't know where you live. I don't know where your apartment window at, and it just depends. Is the sun that intense right where you are? I'm building in Africa. Blue Eddy is coming instead of batteries. That is smart. CPAP says DC 24 volt on the bottom. I wish I could plug it in. I wish I could plug it in for you. This thing right here called Kill a Watt. When you plug this into the wall, then plug your CPAP in, you hit the watt button and it reads out how many watts that your CPAP uses. This is a cheat sheet all day. Ain't nothing to learn. It's going to tell you, okay, it takes 4 watts. Led, what's the brand grow light used that completed the cycle? What? What's the brand grow light you used that completed the cycle? Oh, that little light bulb. I don't know. They got them all over Amazon. I don't think there is a name for it. It's just like a little solar panel light bulb. Just try that, trust me. No, not the Hidden Harvest grow light. That ain't the one they talking about. They talking about the little solar. I got that in my solar box too. I think I got it right here for you. Just so you can get a look at it. There's no name to it though. It really ain't. And I got 4 of them. There's no name to that. I ain't had it. Oh, there you go. It's no brand at all. I just went online and looked up solar panel light bulb, and this is what it gives you. Let me see. You get a cut. Okay. I missed something. I have an EcoFlow River and a 100 watt solar panel. Got it on what's the name last year. How's it working out for you? CPAPs usually fluctuate between 30 and 60 watts. 30 and 60 watts, that'll pretty much let you know you got 500 watts here. How long can it run? You got to do the math. Onite has lights to hook to your USB plug. Okay. So yeah, you keep asking the same question and I answered you about, I missed something, man. Something is going on up in this mug. I don't know what's going on. It depends on where you live. That was one place. How do I know when a sweet potato and red potatoes are ready to harvest? When did you plant them? That's the first question you should ask yourself. And then you need to read the package on whatever you had. It's telling y'all got to read some of this stuff. You just can't rely on me because, listen, you might live somewhere completely different than I do. And as hot as it is here, sweet potatoes grow fast. White potatoes and red potatoes grow fast. Where you live, you might live in Ohio, they ain't gonna grow that fast. So I can't answer that and give you a real, true, honest answer. You gotta do your research on that. Usually when the leaves are dying back. But you know what? That ain't even true neither. Not in my area. Because your leaves might be dying back a little bit and either your potato done went rotten or you might pull out a little pebble like this. It just don't mean, you just kind of got to pay attention to the dates. And then you got to also ask yourself, was you watering it properly or not enough? How much rain did you get? All of that stuff count. The plant starts to die, and how you know? Because see, they even say you start getting flowers on your plants. Remember that? That ain't, you just kind of gotta do your own research for your area and whatever variety of vegetable or fruit that you grew. I want to set up solar to run my pool pump. Any suggestions? I don't know what you're trying to. Your pool pump is how many watts? That all makes a difference. I'm trying to save up for the Blue Eddy. I love that thing. Have you ever heard of those indoor closets you can buy to grow in lights? Are they effective? Heard of those indoor closets? Oh, you mean a grow tent? We grow in one right now. Yes, I do have one, and they're very effective, and no light seeps through them at all. It's bright as all get out on the inside, and on the outside you can't see nothing. There are videos specific for vegetables, and don't even, I'm gonna stop telling people to go look at videos. Go read a book. Go read, go read, go read. Don't just look at videos, because everybody is just, listen, I'm gonna tell you this. One thing about videos, where you gotta kind of take it with a grain of salt is this video creator, are they just trying to make a video to make money and they're just relishing and trying to sound professional, or are they really telling you something? You won't know. You won't know anything. That's why it's in the book, because that book is already written and paid for. Ain't nobody trying to make it sound like they know more than nobody else when you read a book. What about the Jackery charging on a cloudy day? It charges on a cloudy day, but it still charged slow. I don't care. I put 2 panels on there. I put 2 120 watt panels. That's 240 watts. 240 watts, no matter what, in parallel, no matter what, I only get 73 to 63 watts. That's it. Can't go no higher. The only way you can go higher is start messing around with super booster charger crap that all the big boys know how to do. I'm not doing that. If that's all you can do with 240 watts coming in, listen, that sucks to me. I like the Jackery, but that charging game is whack. My Meyer Lemon question. This is the Gumbo Show. This is the Gumbo Show. We talking about solar power, lemon trees, and badass kids. Meyer Lemon questions. The fruit is the size of a pea and turning yellow, then falling off. What do I need to do to make the fruit bigger? It is in a nursery pot. That's number one. Number one, why is it still in the pot? Will putting it into a bigger pot help? Yes, but it also depends on how big your tree is. Maybe your tree wasn't big enough to hold the fruit. That could be a billion different things. Number one, get out of that nursery pot. When it comes to citrus, take that citrus out and put it in the biggest pot you can find. Everybody always be like, oh, don't do that, just step it up. Nope, I never do that. I put my citrus in the biggest pot that I can find, and it fills that pot up quick every single time with roots. The Jackery 500 charges different than the Jackery 1500 Jackery. Right, because they had to come out with a new way to charge it, but it's still slow. It's still the charging still can't touch 500 watts of input wattage. It still can't touch that. The 1500 still can't touch that. I think the new one can take what? Jackery 1500, what is it, 200 watts? Something like that. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. That 1500, that's all, man. That Blue Eddy knocking them out the box. The only part, thank you, Diamond Collins. Thank you for that. And you got some mangoes on there. Thank you for that. The only part that I don't, thank you, Diamond Collins. The thing I don't like about the Blue Eddy is it only has a 1,000 watt inverter. So whatever you plug into this, if it's over 1,000 watts, this thing cuts off. That's the part that sucks. It's a 1,500 watt unit. Why would you put a 1,000 watt inverter on it? They should have put a 1,500 watt inverter on it. That's dumb. What's good about the Jackery is, don't quote me, it matches its inverter matches its wattage. Don't quote me though, because I could be wrong on that. But it has a higher surge rate. That's the good thing about that. That's why I got that. The Blue Eddy AC 100 200 has a 2,000 watts. Right. A 2,000 watt inverter? That's what I want to know. What about the Jackery charging on a cloudy day? I answered that one already. It does cloud on a cloudy day. Does it only show battery level by 20 blocks to 20% blocks? Yes, the Blue Eddy. That's the part that sucks. Where this one, the Jackery shows you the percentage. The Blue Eddy shows you the 20% blocks. Yes, that's whack. Yes. See, I told you they both got something. This one might have something, this one don't. This one got something, this one don't. It's a back and forth. Now they need to go together and light a candle and put on some slow jams and turn the lights down and have a baby. If they got together and had a baby, I'm telling you, the baby would be the bomb. One of these days, they gonna bump USBs and we gonna get the solar generator that we all want. I'm waiting on that day. The EcoFlow is the baby. But the EcoFlow don't got that many charges to it, number one. And it's something else about that EcoFlow to keep throwing everybody off. It's like it got everything, but it's something missing, and I can't quote on it because I don't know. I haven't done much research on it. But everybody always turn their nose up to one thing on that EcoFlow. I don't know what it is. Yes, bump USBs. The EB70 should have been the baby. Let me tell you something about that. Can I show you something else? My name will be on here. Listen, my finger was about to push the button on the EB70 today like this. My finger, I kid you not. I kid you not. If something would have came through like I wanted it to come through, I was going to hit the button on that sucker. I want that Blue Eddy EB70. That's close to the baby between these two, ain't it? That's as close as you're going to get to the baby. Now, I hear that EcoFlow might be the baby. That's the mama, that's the daddy. I don't know. I don't know. Just that baby daddy. That baby daddy boy. Your computer love. Yep, get them books, facts. You will always have that book. You will always have that book. People rely on each other's advice too much to me. Maybe the AC is not nope, AC is regulated on both. No, my earbuds are dying. Oh no. What about lunar power? I've never heard of that. Hey, New Orleans Garden State, I love how you stand your ground. I missed something. Something is happening there. EcoFlow has X boost. I heard about that too, and I want to do more. Thank you, Inner Galactic Freedom Fighter, I think it was. Keeper. AC 200P has a 200 watt inverter. 2,000 watt. That's why that thing costs so much. I was trying to wonder, why would a 2,000 watt Blue Eddy cost more than a 2,400 watt Blue Eddy? That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. What about the Pet Crown E1000 or Pet Crown? You got to tell me something about the Pet Crown because I don't know. If anybody has any experience with some of these, I'm open. Hey, lad, I just purchased the Jackery 1,000 watt from Home Depot online for, you know what? I'm going to tell you, everybody keeps saying the ones that you get from that orange store is different than the ones you get from online. So you might want to check that out. That's why that price be different. I don't know. I think they said, don't quote me. The one that come from the orange store does not have this, the sign inverter, something like that. Please look into that. Please look into that. It's something different. They're not the same thing. Something is different on that one. What are these things growing on my tomato plants? They look like roots. I don't know. You would have to show me. I don't. Every the Gumbo Show. This is the Gumbo Show if I ever seen one. Have you ever planted dragon fruit? I used to grow dragon fruit years ago. I just got tired of getting tore up by them. And then you get the fruit, and the fruit don't really taste like nothing. They're beautiful, but they just taste kind of like little sweet water. And they're very healthy. But it was like, man, I got tired of getting poked and prodded by them doggone thorns. I let that go. The fruit wasn't worth the scars. Let's put it like that, to me. How many hours use on the Jackery 500? Not sure what to order. How many hours? It's 500 watt hours, but it also depends on what are you running. I got the Bouge RV cooler freezer, $65 online. Found out it's coming straight from China. That's why it's so cheap. Everything coming straight from out of overseas. That ain't nothing. Everything is. We can kill that. You know what's helpful, family? The Farmer's Almanac. Hey, Alicia Sumner. Let me see. Practice an alternative cooking method as practice. What? Is it too late to request a purchase of elderberry pomegranate cuttings? I don't have any pomegranate cuttings, and I haven't put out no elderberries yet. So nope, you ain't too late yet. I ain't done nothing yet. How are my bees doing? We have a whole quick short video that we was gonna put out and we didn't. We did the split, and the old box made 3 queens. So everything was a success. Say, I need to talk to y'all about your car's warranty. Gumbo Show. That's right. It's the Gumbo Show. Led your facial expression. Say, oh, I ain't got no poker face. I don't. Not tonight, I don't. Don't do it. The Blue Eddy EP and Zero is better than the Jackery 500 and cheaper. EP and O. I think you might mean 70, I bet. Let me see. I gotta look at my own. Oh, no. Hey, Led, what kind of water pump you use in Washiokushi Creek? You know what? I think it's an Everbuilt. I can't remember. It's been in there for years. I can't remember. And the water done washed the label off, but I'm pretty sure it's an Everbuilt. And I do remember this. It's a 1/4 horsepower. That's all it is. And it powers that water straight through. I go up a hill. So that's pretty strong. Have you have a mayhaw tree in the garden? I'm not sure what that is, to be honest with you. Finally found my plum tree label. I will post it on Facebook group. I'll be watching. I had the best luck this year with plum cots. You know what? Mine went off. And the birds ate them quick, but my plum cots went off. So that was wonderful, just didn't get any. Have you ever grown southern cherry tree before? Yes, I used to grow the Stella. It was the Stella and the Lapins. And they used to produce cherries. And I stopped growing cherries for 2 reasons. Number 1, the birds would eat them all before I could ever taste one. 2, if your if your cherry tree, if the little bug comes and put a worm in it, it's not like a worm in an apple. You can cut that out. If worms are in a cherry, it's done. I got tired of that, and I was like, so you could get hundreds of cherries and all of them got these little worms in them. And you won't know because you're so busy popping them in your mouth. But every now and then, you know how you kind of look at one, and then you look at another one, you look at another one, you keep looking at them, and they all got it. I let cherries go for here, because I don't spray my trees with stuff like that. You could cut a worm out of an apple or a pear. A cherry, it's just more protein for you. Thank you, them groceries. Thank you. But for the South, a Stella and a Lapins grow perfectly. My Rainier cherry, and I had a Rainier cherry too. Rainier cherries trees are dying up and falling off. Can't figure it out. Said the Blue Eddy EP70 is the only blah 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 coupon today. The Jackery is 270 watts less and won't last as long as Blue Eddy. Hey, you know what? I'm telling you, I'm glad I got the Blue Eddy first. I do like the Jackery and I wouldn't take it back. But I don't think I'll buy another Jackery product. I think I'm going to experiment with other things, but Blue Eddy right now is the leader for me. I want the EB70. I even want that one, what is it, the EB50? I even want that. And I want the 2000. Now you're telling me it got a 2000 watt inverter. Y'all got me hyped. Does anyone know the difference between the Blue Eddy, AC, and EB? I don't. AC what and EB what? Those are just, the EcoFlow Delta is the beast and it charges fast. LA Gun, can you do a video on that? I want to know more about this EcoFlow. I'm telling you. Do you have first aid kit? First aid kit where? I got first aid kits everywhere. How many hours is it going to depend on what's being powered with? Very true. The 2000 is fire and it's beautiful. It's my first solar generator. It cost me $1,700. It's well worth it. Do you have any nukes for sale? No, I don't. I'm getting on what's easy foods for beginners. I also have a lot of trees and squirrels. What? Email me if you're talking about growing food. Because if you're talking about like which ones you going to have for dinner, I don't believe I could tell you that. Hello, Led. When will you and Lady Led offer B classes again? She's scheduling that right now as we speak. I want to register. I ordered my nuke and I am waiting to pick up. I read the book you suggested and bought supplies. Do me a favor. Email Lady Led. Email me and I'm going to send it to her. Email me at leadfarmer73@yahoo.com and I'm going to send it over to her so she can get it worked out, okay? Late but made it. Never late coming. This the Gumbo Show anyway. Ain't nobody late. I could be saying good night and you ain't late. The Jackery is the older outdoor. Oh, the one at the orange place is the older outdoor series version. The Jackery Explorer is the current option everyone is crazy about. Okay, I knew it was something. What do you want to know, Led? I don't know. I don't know. What do I want to know? So I've had 2 meehaw trees, approximately 20 years, something wrong. I only get about a couple of meehaws a year off of them. I got to figure out what a meehaw tree is in the first place before I could even begin to even help you out with that. I'm not going to lie to you. Never even heard of one. Let me see. Do you know what the Arkansas black apple tree is? If it wasn't so dark, I can take you out of my yard and show you what an Arkansas black apple is. I got a bunch of them. They're all about that big. Yeah, I got one out there. I have the EcoFlow Pro and love it. It really charges quick. I'm using a Renogy 175 watt thin panel. Let me tell you something about them doggone Renogy panels. They the truth. I got, tomorrow will be 6, but right now I got 4 Renogy panels. Tomorrow, so I'm gonna have the 6. Ooh, I can't wait. Once I purchase the Blue Eddy 1500, my electric is going to get cheaper. Thanks to let me tell you something. It's not going to. You got to do your due diligence inside your house too. But I plug up stuff like your cell phone, your laptop, all of that stuff. There is no reason you should be plugging that stuff into the wall. And you know what I found out for the first time last night? I'm sitting up making shirts and making designs for shirts, and I plugged my laptop into the Jackery 500 for the first time. Blew my mind. That thing was drinking like 35 watts. No, or was it 65 watts? My battery was dead. But still, that drinks up a lot of juice. You got pawpaws, right? If so, how are they? I got some, and they great. They growing just fine. Blue Eddy AC200 that has 2,000 watt inverter. I gotta have that thing then. How many times can you transfer vegetables in growing containers? What do you mean by transfer vegetables? I don't understand the question, Wilma. How many times can you transfer vegetables? I don't know what that means. Explain it to me. I'm looking out for you. Let me see. I know Lady Led are united in your homesteading and survival journey, but do you have any advice for when one spouse is deep into it, but the other couldn't care less, distressed? Listen, I'm going to tell you this. Thank you, hippie chick, for that, because that's another one. Gumbo Show. We're going to switch gears. If you have one spouse that could care less about your interests or what do you feel is important, that's when you have, is this hippie chick 514, is this really important to you? I'm looking out for you right now. How important is gardening to you right now, hippie chick? Say it's really important to you? Okay. If this is really important to you, and the other person ain't being negative about it, right? It's very important. It's not, long as they ain't negative and long as they ain't hating you for doing it, okay? Because it's not like you out there smoking rocks or something. If it's very negative to them, that's another problem. But if they're not supporting you and this is a journey, maybe this is your journey. Maybe this is your journey that you're supposed to be on. Sometimes it takes a leader to start moving forward, and then sometimes, okay, not negative, just not interested. Don't try to force gardening on your loved one. Don't try to force gardening on your spouse, because think about it. As much as they're not interested and it annoys you, think about how annoyed they are by you keep trying to push it on them. Don't try to make them do something that they don't want to do. If that's not important to them, this may be your journey. You understand? Sometimes it takes somebody to show another person, look at these tomatoes, look at these cucumbers. And once, you'll be surprised how that wakes people up and want to help by seeing the results of your hard work. And then once you are getting praise from that hard work from the rest of your family, your neighbors, that person is going to want a little bit of the accolades too. After, trust me, it's an ego thing. So long as they ain't being harsh about it, that's not their journey. That's not their path. That's for you. And you do it, and look, just let that go. Say, for instance, That your loved one might like to play cards all the time. That's their passion. It might annoy you. They ain't hurting nobody, but it might annoy you. And it might annoy them that you don't ever want to play cards with them. That's where you got to be like, look, that's their journey. That's what they like. That's their hobby. You can't force nobody into your hobby or your lifestyle, even though y'all live together. Listen, we're united in gardening, and it's things that we don't agree on. We've been married almost 30 years, but it's still things we don't agree on. So I don't want y'all to think that we like the Cape Crusaders or we the Justice League or somebody, husband and wife, because we ain't. We just normal husband and wife. And it's stuff that I'm like, look, I'm not doing that. And it's stuff that she's like, I'm not doing that. Gardening just does not happen to be that thing. Gardening, we both are very passionate about all of it. Prepping, gardening, beekeeping. We both have a lot of same interests. But it's things, trust me, in our lives that we're like, no, thank you. Okay. I hope that helped. I don't want you to hate your loved one because they're not interested in what you're interested. Because trust me, you can't force that on nobody. Do I grow avocados outside in the ground? Yes, I do. I have the Mexicola Grande avocado. And it's in the ground. I just put it in the ground this year. I just did a video on it maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. It's okay, hippie chick. Just go forward and you get your little garden going. That's all to it. You got us. You got the greenhouse lounge with you. Okay? A lot of us are like this in this field. A lot of us our families think we nuts. That's why we here in the greenhouse lounge, because we support each other. This gardening community, we support each other. That's all some of us really need. Buy the AC 200P this month. Blue Eddy EB70, $100. Yeah, I seen that. That's why I was almost pushed that button. Let me see. Now I want to cut my hair. Let me see. I got my garden going and growing. All right now. I just ate a habanero because I wanted to grow them. I enjoyed them. Getting your butt kicked because I earned. Yeah, you get your butt kicked if you ate a habanero. Literally. Wilma Lattimore, I posted my reply 3 times. Wilma, it's like almost 800 people in here. And if I missed you, I'm sorry, but you please understand. Please understand, okay? When you're on the other side of this camera, you can't see what I'm seeing. So, okay, I replant the cabbages twice already. How many times can I replant the vegetable? Why do you keep replanting it? That's the question I got for you. Why do you keep replanting the cabbages? How many times? That's the question I got. Why do you keep digging them up and replanting them? Strategy, a friend told me to watch because it would feel like family. As soon as I tuned in, you helped me with anything. Wife and my wife's issue. Thank you so much for that. Let me see. That's because, man, look, I go through the same stuff. I ain't nobody special. I go through the same stuff right here in my own family. And I hope the stuff that helped me may help you. Okay, where did you just go, Wilma? I just seen you a second ago. You move fast, Wilma. Wilma got her dance shoes on. Okay, let me go down. Hold on, I lost you, Wilma. Okay, because I had 4 of them in a 17-gallon bucket. I think it was too many. Oh, well, you gonna have to spend some money and get you some more buckets. And let 1 or 2 grow in 1 bucket. That's what, yeah, you doing too much. You're going to end up killing them because every time you dig them up and replant them, dig them up, you keep stressing them out, they're going to end up failing on you. Yeah, you're gonna have to separate. If you got 17 in one, you're gonna have to spend a little money, get another few handful of buckets, and go to town and leave them alone. I know you don't. You did it because you didn't want to waste them, huh? I know because we do the same thing. Led you deal with mushrooms and sports at all? No, but my friend, Ession's Family Garden. Ession's Family Garden. Sapper Gardner. Look up Sapper Gardner. He grows mushrooms. And he's good at it. I don't do it, but he's good at it. My children will not talk to me because I have chickens in garden. And also hills of wood chips. I would not change for nobody. This gives me peace. There you go. Your kids won't talk to you? Whew. Now see, you said your kids ain't talking to you. See, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Is they ain't talking to you, see, because that we're gonna paint that in two different lights. I'm painting how you just painted it. Your kids ain't talking to you because you into garden and you love wood chips. You got a pile of wood chips, and maybe your kids are just ignorant and they don't want to join in and they don't understand. Or see, because I had this before and somebody sent me some pictures a couple years ago. Maybe they had 500 chickens in an apartment and they was hoarding the chickens. Okay? And nothing was done around there, and it was just a bunch of weeds, and they called it a garden, and they thought the kids was hating on them for that. But come to find out, you know, I'm messing with you. I don't know if that's your situation, you know, because we all got something. We all got something going on. I'm just messing around, okay? But I did see a chicken hoarder, and whew, oh, Courtney J. Badump Bump. They said that's foul. Oh, if that wasn't the biggest dad joke of the year, that's a Badump Bump. Psst. Oh, I'm here all week. I'm here all week. That's a heck of a disconnect from reality. I'm just messing around. I'm messing around. But that did happen. So sometime I hear some of these stories, it's another side to that story, you know. You know, my husband don't like me because I be gardening. If you growing illegal substances, you know, people, I gotta hear both sides of this story sometime. Love them at a distance and keep on keeping on loving. Yeah, your kids just, they'll be all right. They'll be all right. And you got to realize, family, this is your journey. You can't expect everybody to want to do what you want to do. You can't expect everybody to like what you want to like. This is your journey. This is up to you. This was your choice. You chose to change your lifestyle and start growing your own food. You can't expect everybody to jump on board with you. You can't. Don't even, you can try, but then let it go. You're wasting time trying to convince people why this is right. You're wasting time when you could be using that time to just be out there planting stuff. Okay? All right, Taylor's mom. I'm going to get out of here because we've been on here like 3 days. So everybody, first, man, I'm so hyped on this power. Y'all tell me what you think about that EcoFlow. I came in at the tail end. Is the 429 a good deal? I'm hearing it's the bomb. So I don't know much. I don't know nothing about EcoFlow. I'm not going to quote on it because I have done very little research on it. But I almost bought one the other day when Ask Guy was talking about it. Just because he said it. I never forget where I was on the road to when I heard him. How did you get rid of stink bugs in the garden? You don't. Let me see. Somehow I ended up in the gardening niche. I'll take this as a sign to join my mother. Come on, JB. Come on in. Welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge family. Come on in, take your shoes off. Come on, put your gloves on, get your little shovel, and let's do some gardening. This ain't a mom thing. This is, listen, you know what it is. Gardening and planting food is coming from in here. You ain't following your mom. Let me tell you something. Jade, you're not following your mom. You're following something that's in here and been in here a long time. And sometimes it take people a little something for this to come out. That's why it feels so natural to you. That's why you're drawn to it. So you didn't just kind of end up here. It was not a coincidence. I mainly remove pests from my garden. Ricker's Homestead, if that ain't the best way I've ever heard in a million years how to say it, I like that. Yes, I manually remove pests from my garden. Me too. How about food grade diatomaceous earth? Let me tell you something. If you keep on putting that diatomaceous earth on everything, it kills. Just leave the stink bugs alone. They ain't gonna do a whole bunch of nothing. I mean, you can't kill them all. And all you're gonna do is the ones that you do kill, you're gonna kill the good insects that's supposed to be helping your plant. And your plant gonna fail anyway. Your plant needs good bacteria to fight the bad bacteria. It needs the good insects to fight the bad insects. If you put down any kind of either organic or chemical agent to defend one, there's nothing that's going to stop the bad bugs. There is not a bad bug only solution. There's no such thing. And when they lie and tell you that, that's crap. You ever tried to, there's 2 cans of spray. There's ant and roach spray, and then there's flies and wasp. Have you ever tried to spray the ant and roach on a wasp? Guess what it's going to do? It's going to kill it. Have you ever tried to spray the wasp on the ant? It kills them. There is not a good solution, and a solution that just kills the bad bugs. There's no such thing. So when you go spreading any old thing out there, you got to ask yourself, when you put this out there, there's going to be collateral damage. You're going to get rid of a few of the bad bugs, but you're also going to get rid of a lot of the good bugs. So if you're trying to get rid of all the bad funguses on your leaves and everything else, it's better just to remove the leaf, because you're also trying to get rid of all the bad funguses on your tree. You're going to get rid of the good stuff too. That little powder and stuff falls down in the soil and it destroys all the good fungi in the soil. You got to just... That's why my stuff don't grow as fast as everybody else's online, because I don't use none of that crap. I just don't. My stuff don't grow super fast. It ain't super lush. It ain't super beautiful, because I let it grow fairly naturally. I don't like sprinkling all that crap on there. I got too many living things out here. I got frogs, turtles. Y'all see this jungle out here. And every time I shake something toxic out there, I got to think about what else did I kill that I didn't want to kill. Okay? So I got a whole 50-pound bag of diatomaceous earth in my garage, and I've had it for about 10 years. It goes a little goes a long way. And I only use a little bit sparingly in my chicken coop so they don't have lice or anything like that on them. That's all I use it for. Somebody said to me, if nature ain't trying to eat your garden, something ain't right. There you go. Oh, yeah, there's mango all over the tree. Mangoes falling off the tree. Oh, I'm going to say this, then I'm going to get off. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Listen, I got one last mango tree from Logi's. Listen to me. Logi's. Y'all know I love Ison's Nursery, but Logi's ain't no punk. I got a mango tree in full bloom. I can't make this up. I did a whole video. I ain't even released it yet either. I always keep taking these little quick videos. Logi's. You know what? I'm gonna show you. I can't take it. I gotta show you this. because it's amazing. It's a doggone, oh, I can't see. Listen, it's a doggone full-blooded mango tree. And it's only like a foot tall, loaded with blooms and fruit from Logi's. Watch this. I did a video. I'm gonna release it because it's short anyway. Watch this. Gotta make sure it ain't nothing about to try to kill me. Look at this. Here go my mango trees right here that I got from Logi's. I'm gonna bring it in the house. Because my nerves is bad out here. I'll be done had a heart attack. Damn werewolf jump out at me. All right. Hold on. Because you got to see this. A mango tree. Now, y'all know how much I love mango, and I've been trying to grow them for years with zero success. Had some close calls, but I ain't won this battle yet. Okay, before I go, I know I'm all over. This the Gumbo Show, y'all. This the Gumbo Show. We talking about solar power, generators, bad kids, disagreeing spouses. Look, that's in full bloom. Welcome to the Gumbo Show. This is a 1 foot tall mango tree. You see this? It's only 1 foot tall. And this is the rosy gold. This is the rosy gold mango from Logi's. Logi's ain't playing. I'm telling you, I done got them red, blood red, Smith red, orange trees from there, and I got these mangoes. Everything is coming out like popping, grafted. These ain't seedlings. Look, that's not a seedling, that's a graft. Good God. What was that? Dude, you need a good guardian dog. My dog Rusty is out. I got a guard dog. I got 2 of them. I call one of them is Smith, and I call the other one Wesson. Dad, ooh, they beautiful. They got a shiny coat and everything. Gentle as a lamb until they get triggered. No, I'm messing with you. But I'm serious. Don't trigger them. They've been known to harm people. You know, they don't like people that they don't know coming up to the house. Down, Smith. Down, Wesson. Glock, put it down. Put it down, Glock. Ah. So, I'm going to get out of here. That's it. This the Gumbo Show. I might not even let this one stay up. This is a mess. This is a piping hot, flaring, brown paper bag full of poop. This Gumbo Show is a mess. So, everybody, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Y'all know good and well. I wanted to hear what y'all was talking about. I know, Mossberg, sit. Sit, Mossberg. So, this was the Gumbo Show. Y'all know we was all over the place. All right. Everybody's... Yeah, you don't want to hear my dog bark. It might be the last thing you hear. All right, so they bite is worse than they bark. Everybody have a wonderful night, okay? I'm going to just get out of here. I'm going to say this before I go. sometimes look out for your loved ones, because sometimes the ones that seem the happiest are the ones that's going through something, the ones that are going through something deep. Don't ever take people's smile. Sit down and figure them out a minute or two. Talk to people, see where they head at. Your loved ones, your family members, if they all, if they seeming a little bit out of sorts here and there, talk to them, because you never know. You never know. It's been a rough year, and besides the stuff that's floating around in the air, a lot of people have chosen to end it themselves. And you just never see it coming. You never see it coming. It didn't seem like it was no signs. It didn't seem like... Just talk to people. Right now, people's heads ain't straight. You can see that now. People, everybody is going through something. Talk to people, because you don't know. Depression is a real thing. Depression is a real thing, and some people can't handle it. So tonight, before you go to bed, if you got kids still in the house and they got 3 years left, talk to them. Ask them a few questions. In the morning, your friend or your family member, or tomorrow, just go talk to somebody that you keep talking about something. You're going to go over there and see them. You're going to go over there and see them. You're going to go over this. I got to get over there and see them. Stop what you're doing. And even if you just drive by and just go say hi real quick, do a little check up on them or something, because you never know when it's going to be the last time you see them. And the guilt part is going to sit hard on you, because you're going to keep thinking about how many times you kept saying, I was just about to go see them. I kept saying I got to go see them. When you feel that way, that's something telling you somebody needs your help. We're more spiritual, and our energy flows more than what people like to talk about it, but they don't really realize we're nothing but walking electricity. And when you feel that doggone vibe making you feel like you need to go talk to somebody, or you need to go do something, that's not a stupid thought in your head. That's an energy forcing you. It's like a magnet driving you in that direction. You understand? I don't want to get all hippie on you, but I'm just saying that energy is trying to push you that way, either to stop something or to help something, or you're supposed to be there. That's why you keep thinking, oh, I got to go see grandma. I got to go see grandma. I got to go see my cousin. If that's something telling you you better go. That person might be calling to you, not nobody else. That person might need to hear words from you. So I'm gonna leave on that note. Ultimately, you can't stop what somebody decides to do with their own life, but you can rest easier knowing that you at least tried to change their mind. Led from 73, thank you for joining me with the Gumbo Show. I am literally going to call this the Gumbo Show when I'm done. Thank you, everybody, for that. Thank you, 2%. I am really about to change the label to Gumbo Show. All right. Led from 73. I love you, and I'm out. Go check on your loved ones.